Nice win for you guys tonight. I heard you a little bit at halftime talk about get the kids a little more aggressive and make the plays, and then it seemed like the crowd kind of got him into it at about the 20-minute mark. Talk about what you said at halftime that really got him sparked in the second half.
Well, I noticed during the warm-ups we were a little soft. We were just a little slow, bringing carryover from what happened in high school or during the day and the whatnot. After our game Tuesday, the girls were really exhausted, and we kind of laid back. And so the last couple of days we've just kind of gone slower in practice, and I think it showed today, particularly in the first half. So, it's a learning lesson for us. We'll understand that effort's really the deciding factor in any game, and a team comes in and is ready for you. And they were great, very well coached. He was ready for us, and he knew our strengths and weaknesses. So they do a good job.
Well, it did get physical. Talk about how your girls handled that down the stretch.
Well, I think that's something that we have to work on. When we play Marion, some programs play physical ball, and sometimes it disrupts our technical play. And so I think our girls have to recognize that, get to the ball a little bit quicker, and get it off their feet. So sometimes, particularly today, we were slow to get to the ball, and so we ended up colliding. And so I think when we were playing aggressively, we get to the ball a little bit faster, we get to the support positions a little bit better, and we make those connections.
Well, Peyton took her lumps and generally is going to. I think they were kind of targeting her a little bit, not in a nasty way, but making sure that she wasn't going to get the ball. And then, of course, they did a little bit of that to Michaela as well. Is that kind of what you're going to expect the rest of the year, where they'll go after those two?
Yeah, I think that's the one thing, and particularly Peyton in the middle has to understand that programs are adjusting. We're clogging the middle, and so we need to play to the outside. We have great speed and great athleticism. And so Kayla is always there. She just has tremendous heart and feels the game so well. So when we learn to play them together and play to space and then bring it back in, I think we will be better. Right now, everyone's pinching in the middle, and we're not getting wide enough, and we're allowing big physical teams to really just clog us up. And so we're really going to have to make the concerted effort to get wide again.
You have some youngsters, and so it's a learning process too, and a teaching process as the game is going on. How is that adjustment for you as a head coach?
Well, that's an interesting. I'm very familiar with the seniors and juniors, so I've known them since they were 10 years old, and that makes things a lot easier. I know what they're capable of. So a lot of it is pushing them, and they do a great job in practice and holding the younger players accountable and educating them. This is what they need and telling them how to play the position. So as a group, it works really well. Sometimes when I get excited, my voice gets up a little bit, and I'm not sure we're used to dealing with that stress yet. And so that's just going to be a learning process too, I think. But a lot of great girls, and like I say, the upperclassmen do a great job in mentoring the younger girls.
After two now, and of course your schedule is going to get tougher, as you probably know. What do you like about this team so far, and what are those biggest areas of concern right now?
Well, I like that we have a lot of heart and that we get things done. Last year's team scored a lot of goals, and for the first time we scored goals against really good teams. We dropped 2 on Mount Vernon, and we earned them. They were ranked in the top 10. And so consistently when we play the inside out, we have the players to score. And so the biggest issue is whether Peyton comes back and holds the midfield, and we stop the through balls or the split passes hitting the back line. We adjusted to that at Jay County. Jay County hit us early on that, and we made the adjustment. And so hopefully, we'll begin to make that adjustment. We play Pendleton Heights. We play Pendleton Heights, and they're well known for the split pass. They've got a lot of good players. Girl scored 20 goals as a center mid for Newcastle. Transferred to Pendleton this year for her senior year. They brought a girl back who plays at a high level of club, and so she is now back. So they beat us 3-1 last year, and they'll be a lot better. So we're just going to have to meet their intensity. We're going to have to get the balls and pressure and get them off our feet, and we're going to need our playmakers to make plays.